Welcome to Youth Inspiration Unleashing Potential. This is a podcast where we spark motivation that kindles the fire of self-belief in the hearts of the young. I'm your host, Jareth Navar, a father of 8 incredible kids, a sports coach for the youth, and one of the owners of Tiki Shaved Ice and Ice Cream. I would like for you to join us on this journey, tailored specifically for the youth, students, and all young motivational seekers out there. Our mission to reach those who are wrestling with poor mindset or negative self-image and to transform these challenges into stepping stones for success. Whether you're looking for a daily dose of inspiration, practical tips to improve your mental health, or stories that resonate with your own experiences, Youthful Inspiration Unleashing Potential podcast is your gateway to becoming the best version of yourself. Remember, change begins with a single step. Are you ready to take yours? Yes. Welcome to the podcast. Again, my goal is to get you 5, 8, 10 minutes of information that you can use and you can put it in play today. So today we're going to be talking about attitude, but before we talk about it in any too deep, I have something I want to show you. So I'm going to pull this up on the screen. If you're at a position where you can't see the screen, like if you're listening to this in your car and you're not watching the video podcast of it, then real simple, on a sheet of paper, get you a sheet of paper, write it down. You can pause this and go back and do it. And you'll know I did it right here in the beginning. But take the word attitude and write it straight down the paper. Now, I didn't make this up. It's not a hoax or a gimmick or something I made up. This is real. So each letter of the alphabet has a numerical value. For instance, A equals 1. So let's just go down through these. So there's 26 letters, so each number will have a number 1 to 26. So let's start with A. Obviously, A is number 1, but with T is 20. So if we know the first T, we know the second T. And I, let's do I together. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So I is 9. And then we know T is 20. If we know T, then we know that U is 21. A, B, C, D. So that's 4. And if we know D, we know E comes right after. That's 5. So if we add these together, so if we took the 20, the 20, the 20, we know that to be 60. So if we take the 21 and we add the D and the E, which is 9, so 21 plus 9 is 30. And then we add an additional 10 to the 30 because we have the 9 and the 1 for the I and the A. So we add another 10, that gives us 40. So 60 plus 40 equals what? 100. Your attitude, or the word attitude, equals 100%. I don't know what other podcast you need to listen to in order to understand how important this message is. Your attitude controls 100% of how you respond, act, and think about things. Think about that. If your attitude is negative, a lot of stuff in your life is going to be negative. Your relationships will be negative. Your friends will be negative. Your outcomes will be negative. If you are overtly positive and your attitude is a positive one, your relationships, they'll be positive. Your friends will be positive, and most of your outcomes will be positive. If you're kind of like neutral, where you kind of go either way, you bounce either way, then you'll have some ups and you'll have some downs. Attitude is the key to it. Let me explain it this way. So I can take a young kid, teach him how to hit a baseball, and I can get, after a certain period of time, I can get that kid in the batting cage and just smoking the baseball. But when they go to the game, they don't perform. Well, how can you be so good in the cage but not good in the game? Well, in the cage, the mindset is, okay, coach has been helping me, he's been training me, he's been teaching me, and I trust him, and I helped develop his attitude in the training session through a series of trainings to where now his attitude is he's confident, he's comfortable with me, and he can just hit away and barrel. In the game, there's some other kid throwing at him. In his mind, he's thinking, don't strike out, don't get hit, I got to score a run. And he's thinking of all these other things instead of what he does in the cage, and it's just having fun and just hit. Your attitude is key to your life. And who controls your attitude? Do the people outside you control your attitude? Some people would say yes, but I'm going to tell you the answer is no. Let's say somebody walks up to you. They walk up to you and they say, you're stupid. That person made a statement or a claim about me. Now, I have two choices. I can agree with them and accept that as my reality, that I am stupid. Or I could take a second and think about it. Be like, okay, wait, hang on, time out. I make really good grades on my report cards. I have in-depth conversations with people. Maybe you're in the AR program and you do well in the AR and you're a reader. You do well in school in general, and you do well at other tasks. So if your life is saying something other than what this person is saying, it's only logical for you to step back and look at it and be like, okay, I am not stupid. I make good grades. I work hard in school. I do all kind of complicated things. This person is either A, having a bad day, or they're mad about something that has nothing to really do, that I have no control over. So you have the right, you have the ability to be what we call the gatekeeper of your mind. So like you're the filter. Like you take dirty water and you run it through a filter and it comes out clean. If somebody comes with dirty things or they come with negative things, you have the ability to filter that. You have the ability to control your attitude. And the way you control your attitude is through the way you talk to yourself. Think about a little guy batting. He's at the plate. In his mind, he's saying all kind of things to himself. Don't strike out. Don't get hit. Don't swing at bad pitches. All these things are going through his brain when what he should be focused on is one single word, and it should be hit, hit, hit. And he shouldn't be thinking about nothing else. But the way we talk to ourselves determines our attitude. So if I allow all these thoughts and I just allow everything to happen in the brain in chaos, or I allow someone else to come in and cause chaos, and I don't put up a wall, put up a filter, and then screen that information, right? Simplify it and ask yourself a logical question. Am I stupid? Can I hit? And keep it simple and control what you hear and control what you do with what you hear. Attitude, the best way to sum up attitude is stuff in life is going to happen. Good stuff and bad stuff. When the good stuff happens or the bad stuff happens, the ultimate question that you have to ask yourself is, what am I going to do about it? What am I going to do? And if you ask yourself that question and you move slowly, you will come to the realization that you have the ultimate power to control your attitude. And once you figure out how to control your self-talk, which will directly affect your attitude, then from there on, your life can be your journey, your destiny. Let's say that you've started out really bad. Maybe your parents are divorced. Maybe you're adopted. I don't know your situation, but it doesn't have to be your future. Your current situation does not have to be your future. You have the ability to change it. And the way you change it is through your self-talk and through your attitude. Controlling your self-talk, that'll help control your attitude. And then practicing when somebody comes to you and gives you a negative situation, stop, take a break, back up. Whoa, hang on, buddy. I'm not stupid. My report card says something totally different. And then you process that information and say, look, if that person thinks I'm stupid, that's their opinion, not mine. You can never let someone else's opinion of you be your reality. You have the ability to control the way you talk to yourself. If you say stuff like, I'm no good, I'm a bad kid, I'm angry, and you talk like that, guess what you will be? You will be a bad kid. You will be angry. But if you talk to yourself in a different way, say, I'm a good kid, I help around the house, I'm good at sports, I'm good in school, I'm a good friend, right? And I have good friends. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to have good friends. You're going to do well in school. You're going to do well in sports. Control the way you talk to yourself and control what comes into your mind. Now, one last tip before you go. I hope I didn't run over my time limit I set for myself. But one last tip before you go. If you are the filter to your mind, I challenge you to quit listening to music. That has negative words, negative tones. Find some music, try classical music, try other music where you are allowed to think and not allowing someone else to come into your brain and think for you. For example, if you like country music, that's fine. But most country music, if you listen to the lyrics, is about drinking, it's about cheating, it's about tragedy. It's all about bad stuff. If you listen to rap music, it's about hate, anger, drugs, and all these negative things. And if you listen to music because you like the beat, that is the point of what I'm trying to tell you. You're listening because you like the beat, but those words that are coming in, because when you like the beat, guess what your filter does? It comes down. And because you like the beat, all these other words are programming you instead of you programming you. It's highly important that you learn how to filter the thoughts, filter the sounds, filter the information. Somebody says something, you're watching a movie, you're listening to music. It's your job to filter and say, is that right? Am I stupid? I have proof that says I'm not stupid. Try listening to classical music. Listen to music that will activate you and your thought process, and activate you and help you decide how great you want to be. You do not have to be someone else's program. You do not have to be someone else's reality. You have the power to control your self-talk, which in turn will control your attitude, and that will change your life. Next time we're going to be talking about something called, and you may not like the topic, but thankfulness. We're going to be talking about thankfulness and how just changing your perspective on what you have will change your outcome in your situation. Until next time.